Alright, I'm over here at my job. This is what all they improved right here. I got fascia wraps, I got my chimney cap, roof, gutters, metal roofing. I got paint on the fascia over here that's approved. I got a shed in the back, I got screens. I want to make my job go smoothly, and I'm the sales rep, so therefore this is what I need to do. When I sell a roof, I pick out the colors, I measure it, I take all my roof notes so I can order everything that's on it, right? You got to do the same thing with every single thing else. So let's go take a look. Alright, my fascia wrap comes in a coil like this right here. The first thing I did was I measured how many feet of fascia that was damaged from the hail, and then I had to get down, get my colors out. I'm going to pick the color out to match the existing fascia because I want to get the same exact stuff. I don't want to, you know, get something that doesn't match, and the homeowner's going to be mad at me. Also, you see the texture on this? It's grain, wood grain, whatever. So I don't want smooth fascia, I want grain fascia. And I'm also going to measure how big it is because at Home Depot they sell standard 6-inch fascia. So if it's only a couple pieces, I might grab 1 or 2 pieces at Home Depot. Or if it's 50 feet like I have, I actually save money by buying a coil and breaking it myself with the brake right here. So that's what you want to do for your fascia. Therefore, I'm not sending a sub out here, come look at the fascia, drive back, he's already charging me for that, and then he's got to come back again, get the colors, come back again, break the metal. He's charging me a whole lot of money, you know, $200–300 for, I don't know, $50 worth of work. Just I need to do my job better, that's all. Which is what I did. I got everything together, I got the colors, I got the size, I got exactly what I needed. That's where I got it all broke right here, ready for the guys to put it on. Alright, got my gutters all the way across the front. I took a look at them, I had gutter screens. So I took photos and went to Home Depot, got the same exact gutter screens. I got the feet. I also went ahead and took down how many end caps that I had on my gutters. Also, how many elbows from the downspout. I got B elbows up here, C, and I got an A elbow down here. So I took all my notes from my gutters. Now, I sold this job, it's only right that I go around and get all the notes and everything I need for it, right? Right. Also, I'm going to take down what size downspouts those are. And I'm going to measure those gutters so I can see if they're 5-inch or 6-inch, because there's actually a big difference. And the homeowner's going to be mad if you put the wrong size gutter on their house. Alright, let's go over here, take a look. On this fascia right here, the hail dinged it all up. So the insurance company, they gave me minimum paint charge, and I got to get that painted, or I'm not gonna get paid, right? So what I did was I took a little scraper, like a straight blade off the knife. I chipped a couple flakes off the fascia right here, and I took that to Home Depot, and I sat around for about 20 minutes at the paint shop, and I matched the paint. I got a little tiny pint because that's all I needed, the sample size, so that's all I had to paint. But since we do it all, I have to match that color, so I'm not sending a sub over here to flake a piece of paint off to try to go match the paint. Charge me $200. I just grabbed a piece of paint. I got a paintbrush, actually just did it myself. It took like 5 minutes. So that way my job's not held up. I'm getting all this done in a matter of a couple days. Alright, let's see what else we got. Up underneath here, we got some rotten wood and everything. And I'm going to notice that this is CDX plywood. This is not OSB. So when I order my job, I'm ordering a couple sheets of CDX, not OSB, because if they change it with OSB, it's not going to look good under here. My homeowner's not going to be happy. So I'm just going around taking a couple notes to ensure that my job goes smoothly, have no issues, and I'm also ensuring by getting all the notes, everything that I need, that it gets done right away, and my job doesn't take a month to get done. I want my job done within a week, which is not unreasonable to ask if I have everything that everyone needs here on the job so the crews can just show up and get it done. Let's go see what else they approved. Oh, right up here is all the fascia that got damaged. So we're changing this whole section. Also, there's a bird box over there. And we already talked about that. I got the colors. We got it broke out there, so that'll be ready to go. It's got wood grain on it. They didn't improve none of the gutters or anything back here, so all that's good. I already started on the shed, but there was an old shed here, and it got dinged up, the metal shed. So I brought my homeowner out here. I told her, hey, you know, we're replacing this shed right here. we're gonna go back. We're gonna take your old shed away. It's right over there sitting in the grass. That's the old shed. So I measured it exactly because it has a concrete foundation already. So I gotta make sure it's got the same exact size this way and that way. So I measured it to the inch. I wrote it down and took notes. I measured how tall it was. And I asked my homeowner, I said, you know, they don't make the same exact shed as what you have. So when I go to Home Depot, the shed might be a little different, but is that okay with you? I Googled on my phone real quick, showed her a picture of the shed. She said that's fine. So I checked that off. I went to Home Depot, took a picture of it, so I showed my sub what I needed. And he went and picked it up, brought it out, and he's putting it together now. Alright. My AC needed to be combed. I just did that myself real quick. It's easier. I actually had Adam and Robert come do it, but if I didn't have anybody come do it, AC combing's real easy. You just grab that comb, take these screws out, pull the cage out, comb it out real quick, put it back together. Takes around 30-45 minutes to do it all. No big deal, but again, it's not, my job's not being held up by something small like this. I'm getting it all done right away. Let's see what else they got. Didn't get any siding, but if I did have siding, what I'd go ahead and do is, I'd see what kind it was. I'd measure from here to here, or here to here. So I can go ahead and get my measurements because there's so many different sizes of siding. 4 inch, 4.5 inch, 5 inch, 5.5, 6 inch. And this is Dutch siding because it goes in like this, and it's got a grain on it. What I do is break out my samples, pull up against here. If I can get an exact match, I'm good. If not, I'm gonna cut a piece off, one that's broken already, because I'm changing it anyway. I'm gonna take that to the supply house with me real quick. That way my sub knows the exact siding they need, or they won't even have to know their exact siding because I'm gonna order it with the roof. The siding will be sitting out here waiting on them to do it. I can possibly get one of my roofers to jump down here and change it real quick for free, because it's no big deal. As long as it's here on the job. But if I gotta make my sub go search around for his own siding, even though that's not his job, that's my job, then of course I'm gonna get charged for it. Alright. I got these 2 screens over here. This is pretty simple. Screens are simple. But anyways, I already changed them. I just sat down and changed them just a minute ago. But what I did was I checked out what size spline I need. If you don't know what size spline you need, it's no big deal. Grab a couple different sizes. It's fairly cheap. And it was vinyl black. So you got to make sure you get the same kind they have, because if they had metal before, they're going to want to go back with metal. And is it black metal? Is it gray metal? Is it black vinyl? Is it gray vinyl? Just take a picture so you remember when you go to Home Depot, grab some screen. Bring it to your job. You gotta be here for your build anyway. Just bring it out here. Sit down and do it. That way you have something to do while you're at your build. Or walk around, pass out, watch us build flyers, talk to the neighbors. Neighbors are always home. They see you doing a good job. Your homeowner sees you doing a good job. You're gonna get everyone else. If you don't do a good job, if you don't take your notes, if you don't get everything you need, we gotta send 100 subs over here to pick out colors and stuff. Since that was your job, of course your job's gonna take longer. Because if I sell a roof, it's my job to pick colors. If I sell paint on the fascia over there, it's my job to pick the color, right? If I sell siding, it's my job to get the size and the color. So I have to get all this, not anyone else. All right, another thing they did, on the chimney cap up there, they approved that. So again, my job, while I'm here with the adjuster, he approved it, I'm gonna go ahead and get my measurements. That way I have it all, I'm ready for as soon as they, I grab the summary report. So I went ahead and I measured out my chimney cap, which I got a little form for that. And I went ahead and placed the order. That way when the roof gets here, the chimney cap's here, I got everything done right away. And since I have the chimney cap here, I just throw that up there, have my roofers do it for free too. That way I don't have to send anyone. Save a lot of money that way. Alright, another thing they approved, take a look over here. They approved all the metal on the shed up here, all the way across. So what I went ahead and did was, I picked out the colors for the shed with my homeowner. I showed them, their summary report, paying for painted metal or whatever. And so I went ahead and ordered it. And what you gotta do to order metal is, not just pick a color, you gotta measure the exact size that you need. So I drew the roof, and these panels were 196 inches, and the other one was 21.5 feet for the bigger section right there. And I measured it on each end and in the middle to make sure it was all the same. And then I measured this end over here. I went to the metal shop and I gave them my drawing and with all my measurements on it, went ahead and got that ordered too. That way my roof's getting done, my metal roofers are here too, both getting done at the same time. I went ahead and took care of that and the screens. So just my whole job's getting wrapped up, and basically my whole job's getting done in one day. Because my gutter guys, they won't be here till tomorrow to finish that up, but 2 days. Everything on this list is going to be completed in just 2 days. That's fascia wraps, the chimney cap is done, my roof is done, my gutters, my metal roofing's finished, painted the fascia already, the shed is rebuilt. That'll be rebuilt in a couple more hours. The screens are done already, we just showed you that. And I got a happy homeowner. There's no problems with me, they love me. I'm going to pick up my first check, get my customer completion form signed, and I'm going to get paid. Sounds good, right?